Before we get started, let's talk about how to evaluate whether or not you're ready to take this class. To take this class, you should answer yes to all of the following questions. First, have you already fulfilled your foundational requirement for the program? That's going to give you experience receiving educational technology, which should really be all the preparation you need for the content of this course. Second, are you comfortable with writing? This course is going to involve several short and a couple long essays, so to succeed, you need to be comfortable writing essays. Third, are you comfortable with a course that's going to evaluate participation as a first-class object in the grading? Because this course is built on the discussions and conversations, we're going to explicitly evaluate whether or not you participated in the course. Fourth, are you comfortable with taking on a big open-ended group project as part of your work for this class? Or alternatively, are you comfortable with taking on a big project all on your own? Because the goal of this class is to produce something that's an actual contribution to the educational technology community, the scope of the project will be very large, so you need to be comfortable with that kind of project for this course. Fifth, are you passionate about education and educational technology? Do you already have some ideas for the kinds of tools you might want to build or the research you want to conduct? Because this class is built around the project and because you'll specify your own project, it's really important that you be invested in what you're working on. And lastly, are you comfortable with a class that's really built on these big open-ended student-driven projects? In this class, you're going to propose your own project, execute it, and deliver it at the end of the semester. The requirements will be very fuzzy, the grading will be very informal, and there's not really a schedule of what you need to do or watch or read and when. And that kind of structure can be very frustrating for some students. Now, before we move on, let's also talk about the things that aren't required. You'll notice that I didn't ask any questions about programming ability. And in fact, you can take this class and you can complete this class without writing a single line of code by doing research or user testing or design. And note that I also didn't ask if you have experience with educational technology. This class is built so that the only real experience you need is the experience you've already gotten in the OMS program. So you don't really need either of those things to succeed, but you do need to answer yes to the previous questions.